Hello, welcome back everyone. Today I would love to discuss about the nature of teaching and learning. In this presentation, we will explore why education is not just about giving information, but about building mastery. So, guys, today we have two core essence for today's topic. So, the first topic is the nature of teaching. First, let's talk about the nature of teaching. Many people think teaching is just talking in front of a class, but actually, teaching is a deliberate intervention. Its nature is facilitation. A teacher doesn't just give an answer, they create a structured environment so students can discover those answers. They provide clarity, use analogies, and manage the classroom so that learning can happen effectively. Yep, and the second core essence is the nature of learning. On the other side, we have the nature of learning. If teaching is facilitation, learning is an active construction. Knowledge cannot be simply poured into the student head. The learner must actively build it through focus, persistence, and mental effort. This is why learning is cognitive process. It happens inside the mind through trial and error. And now we talk about the interaction loop. Education is a two-way bridge built on effective communication and inquiry. So now, how do they connect? They connect through the interaction loop. This is where language becomes very important. In the nature of learning, students must be used correct sentence form to ask a question, such as, could you explain the rule of, or what is the reason for this equation? So the teacher can respond with accurate explanation. This loop of inquiry and clarification is what ensures the knowledge is absorbed correctly. Now, we're talking about the case study. For the example is a mathematics. It is a logic and challenge. Mathematics, algebra, and geometry serve as a perfect example of challenging pedagogy. There is iterative practice on the chalkboard, building complex problem-solving logic, motivation through healthy contest. Uh, for the real example, like for mathematics, in my experience studying algebra and geometry, the nature of teaching is very practical. For example, my teacher, Mrs. Dewi, used 30 years of experience to challenge us. So we solve problems on the chalkboard and in our exercise book. The nature of math is logic and it requires a high level of challenge to master it. So we're talking about methodology and learning tool. We have 3 points here: the traditional one, the modern, and the research. So for the traditional, we use like a chalkboard, exercise books, and flip chart for tactical learning. And then the modern one, we have a projector and computer to visualize abstract data. And the research is academic sources like McCormack and Watkins for deep theory. So by using different tools, the teacher cater to different learning styles, making abstract theories easier to visualize and understand of the learning material. And then we're talking about the demanding nature. We have 100% of total commitment. Like a true learning is a pretty demanding and takes up most of the student's time. This demanding nature ensures that the knowledge acquired becomes a permanent asset for a future career in business or economic. And right now, there is a teaching new skill. For the case study, example is programming. So this brings us to the new skill. For example, learning computer programming like Visual C++ or PHP The nature of learning technical skill is very specific. It is a global because it requires English proficiency. It is applied because it's used in digital marketing and it's goal oriented, such as aiming for a Microsoft certification. Guys, beyond that all skill, there is an ethical nature for the education. We must follow that rule. The first one is don't ever cheat. Integrity is the foundation of knowledge. And then the second one is always do your best. Fourth is the engine of your growth. And then the last one is punctuality. Like assignment must be completed on time. Guys, we already reached the conclusion here. So, to conclude, the nature of teaching and learning it's a synergy. The teacher is the facilitator who guides and challenges, while the learner is the builder who puts in the effort. When these two roles work together with high ethic and effective communication, true mastery is achieved. So, I think that's all. Thank you for watching and listening. See you when I see you. Goodbye.